Good evening, Warrior fans, and welcome to Rogers Field here in Baxter, Tennessee, where the Warriors are set to take on the #1 ranked Upperman Bees in the Upper Cumberland. This is a very heavyweight matchup, and there is a glow stick event. It appears is about to happen. I believe this is the Upperman entrance. So while this happens, we're going to talk about some of the headlines tonight. You know, Upperman, 3-star quarterback Bronson Chaffin. How are the Warriors going to stop him?
You know, and I've always believed this, Hunter and Lex, the dynamic duo, just easily going to be able to get to him. Just as long as they can apply some pressure. Bronson is not a guaranteed great pass. He's thrown 6 interceptions. So leaving like Eli Smith or Hogg or even the freshman Tristan Cavanaugh easily to pick off a pass. I wouldn't be shocked if we get an interception tonight from that, and I think that's the best way we're going to play our defense. Obviously, it's mostly a one-man show.
Yeah.
So if we can stop them, I think we have it, Andrew.
And the Warriors are going to have to contain Bronson Chaffin. He committed to Georgia State earlier in the year before the season started, and if you look at the Upperman Bees season, they have dropped 2 games on the year, but they are playing very good competition these past 3 games. Past 3 games they played were all district games. They beat DeKalb 41-6, they beat Livingston 49-6, and they beat York 49-14. So it is going to take a group effort here from the Warriors tonight to knock off the #1 team in the Upper Cumberland in the Upperman Bees, as the Bees players making their way, as with the Warriors. Yeah, you know, you talk about the Warriors secondary truly going to be tested tonight because Chaffin is a true pocket passer. That's what he was recruited for. It was kind of in between dual and pocket, but he is the premier pocket passer in the Upper Cumberland and really in the state of Tennessee combined. And we're going to really see if Eli Smith, Bryson Hogg, Davion Baird, the freshman Tristan Cavanaugh can step up.
Absolutely, and Bronson, a very tall guy, which probably makes him so good at a high school level for pocket passing.
Yeah, Chaffin's 6'4", 230 at the quarterback position. But you know, on the Warriors side, to talk about some of the positives they've been doing, they were off last week, had the bye week. But before that, Cole Sims had just been an absolute star for the Warriors, and they're going to need his best performance tonight if they're going to knock off the Bees. The Warriors players really believe that kind of a weakness of this Bees team is their linemen, their front 4, their front 5 on offense, front 4 on defense. They believe that they can take advantage of that line and really cause some troubles for Chaffin, and that they can open up big holes for Cole Sims. Just under 3 minutes before we get underway here at Upperman.
Is this like a triple tunnel? That's what I'm seeing right now.
Looks like a very decorated entrance for the Bees.
Also production team out there.
The Warriors have not lost since that Week 1 game against Saudi Daisy.
Yeah.
Yep. Had a very impressive season, and the Week 1 loss, you know, you can't even really.
It was just sloppy.
The 6 fumbles.
Yeah. Not only that, I think it was like 100 yards given up in penalties. It was not a good game.
Captains for the Warriors tonight: Hunter Bruhl, Sean Gomez, Carter Rich, and Cole Sims. Very cold night here, and you wonder if that'll affect the game. 52 right now, going to be dropping as the game progresses.
I think it goes to the low 40s.
And you know, playing football myself, formerly, you know, it's not fun as a receiver to catch the ball in the cold.
Yeah.
Your hands are freezing and they are ice cubes, and it hurts.
I would give my opinion, but I was on the sideline, so you know. I hadn't hit a growth spurt yet.
Yeah.
It is.
It's going to be a little bit loud tonight. This Upperman crowd, very supportive of their team. We are in the heart of the crowd right now, broadcasting this game. And Upperman did win the toss. They will defer to the second half. We are set. No one really has had luck knocking off the Bees in district play in the past 2 years, especially in this stadium. Macon County did it once last year, and that is the only time I believe they've lost in the stadium in the past 2 to 3 years. So a very tough task for the Warriors tonight. So here come the Warriors. Aside from Chaffin, the Warriors really going to have to contain Elijah Fitz. He's a 5'8", 170-pound wide receiver. Also runs track. He's very fast, and he can definitely punish you on some of these wide receiver screens if you don't contain him. You know, I was watching film. They like to spread the ball, and they'll run a little RPO. If they like what they have outside, they'll throw that little screen pass. And it's most of the time it's Fitz getting that, and he can really just house it in a second if you're not careful. So seconds away from kickoff here, the Warriors will get the ball first. So we'll see Pinion and the Warriors offense. Dow is the only man back deep to receive for the Warriors. Expecting really a healthy Warriors team coming off the bye week. This is your White County Warriors at full strength, and they will be put to the test tonight against the Bees. This game essentially for first place in the Upper Cumberland in the region.
Andrew, this cold weather is no joke.
I talked to Brules today about if that would affect him. He says when you're playing, you don't really notice it, but you know, can't help but think some of these receivers are going to be noticing it when that ball is hitting their hands. Kick is off. It's a kick into the sky. Calls for the fair catch. Hit by his teammate. Eli Sparkman recovers it. What a good recovery on the kick. The Bees oftentimes like to really just pooch it into the sky and try to get, you know, sort of a makeshift onside kick recovery. Warriors do a great job at fielding it, so they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A little bit of movement. Pinion going to give it to Sims straight up the middle on the first carry of the game. And he's not going anywhere. Maybe lost the yard on the play. Andrew Bohan with the tackle for the Bees. Going to be 2nd down and 10. And the Warriors are really going to have to establish a run game early. If they can't run the ball, it's going to be a problem tonight. And, you know, talking to some of the players, they have a lot of plays to run tonight. I think Spedding was saying upwards of 50 plays they can pull out of the arsenal.
My gosh.
Yeah, the most deep the play bag has been all year. 2nd and 10. Pinion going to give to Sims again. Cole Sims has found some room. Barrels through a defender. Porath made the tackle for the Bees, but not before Pinion got right up around the 1st down marker. It is a 1st down. 1st down Warriors at the 45-yard line. Playing music in between the plays. I didn't know that was allowed.
I couldn't tell you.
Everything for the home field advantage here for the Bees. 1st and 10 Warriors at the 45. Sims gets it again straight up the middle, just diving forwards for about a 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 now as they approach midfield. And, you know, we talk about the cold. It also hurts when you're getting hit in the cold. You know, It's not the best thing to feel at all. So definitely going to see which team is tougher. This is going to be a physical game. And it's really just going to be which team's willing to be more physical tonight. As Upperman has some really good size, but they're also kind of undersized. I'm looking out there right now. They have a 5'5", 120-pound safety / defensive back So if you were the Warriors in man coverage, you definitely look to take advantage of that. Dow comes in motion behind the play. Pinion keeps it himself. Pitches out to Dow. Last second, JoJo Dow along the sideline. Gets close to the first down marker. We'll see where they spot him. They are going to give him a first down, so the Warriors 2 first downs on back-to-back plays. 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the Upperman 45-yard line now. So that was, I don't think we've ever seen that play before. Taking a little fake handoff turnaround for Pinion, and that's just what they talked about, in expanding the playbook, really pulling everything out tonight for this game. Biggest game of the year thus far in the Upper Cumberland. High snap, Pinion rolling outside, just going to keep it up the middle himself. Gain of about 4 on the play. Maybe 3, 2nd down and 7 now for the Warriors. 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pinion coming into the huddle to give the team the play. They said they were going to play with a nice pace. Sometimes they would up the pace, sometimes they would slow it down. It just really depended on how the tempo of the game was going. Dow comes in motion again. This time Pinion keeps it himself, and not much going for Tucker Pinion. Colton Johnson in on the tackle. Again, Colton Johnson on the defensive side, a monster, 6'4", 230. Plays linebacker. You do not want to meet him in the hole. And he is the guy tasked with stopping Cole Sims, basically shadowing Sims all night.
Andrew, this is a very loud stadium tonight. Fans, music.
Yeah, especially from our end.
Yeah, we are in the middle of it.
Being in their stadium or stands, music blaring in. Don't know if their band's playing. I can only imagine they're playing too. 3rd down and 5 for the Warriors. High snap. It's over Pinion's head. Not sure what happened there. Before the snap went over his head, we had a false start, so the Warriors a little bit bailed out by the false start penalty. So that'll back them up 5 and set up 3rd and 11 here at the Upperman 46. You would think if the Warriors get maybe 5 or 6 on this play, they could go for it on 4th down, certainly in no man's land right now. But no gain here, definitely punted away. Two receivers to each side for the Warriors. Pinion drops back to pass. Now he's going to take off up the middle. Ball pops out, and it's recovered by the Bees. Kobe Gestes recovers the fumble, and it popped out of Pinion's hands. The Bees will take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. So already a turnover for the Warriors. Something you cannot have here tonight. You got to play calm. You got to play controlled. You got to play disciplined. If you're the Warriors, can't get flustered right here either. Now that you've fumbled, got to lock in and play good defense, as we'll see Chaffin for the first time tonight.
Hoping we're not seeing another fumble from Pinion tonight.
Chaffin keeps it up the middle himself, just barreling over defenders. It's going to be enough for the first down for the Bees. Gets them across midfield to the Warriors 46. And, you know, Bronson is just such a physical specimen at 6'4", 230. It is really hard to get him to the ground. It's going to have to be tackled by committee tonight for the Warriors. Really going to have to rally to the ball to stop him. 1st and 10. He's going to drop back to pass, rolling to his right. Dumps it off to his receiver, Porath. And Porath's got some room along the sideline. Tristan Kavanaugh gets him down, but not before a first down. Gain of 15 on the play. All the way up to the Warriors' 33-yard line. 6 minutes to go, or 6 minutes 21 seconds to go here in the first quarter, as the Bees make it across midfield. First and 10, Chaffin in the shotgun. Fakes the give, throws a slant across the middle to Fitz, and it's incomplete. A little out in front of his intended target, Elijah Fitz. And that'll bring up second down and 10 now for the Bees. Taking a lot of time here to get up to the line. Play clock sort of winding down. We'll see if they get it off in time. It's trips to the left side for the Bees. They just get it off. It's going to be a QB keep up the middle with Chaffin. And Chaffin just stays on his feet, still going. Eventually brought down out of bounds by Mark Spedding. But an absolute monster run for Chaffin. Picks up the first down by himself, really just dragging the Warriors defenders along. First and 10 now for the Bees at the 21-yard line, threatening early on the Warriors. Chaffin in the shotgun, takes a snap, he's looking left. Going to the end zone, he's got a receiver there and it's caught. Carmine Phillips at the 1. All the way down to the 1-yard line, the Bees will have it first and goal. After Chaffin just darts one over the middle to Carmine Phillips. So a great opening drive here for the Bees. 5:18 to go in the first quarter, still scoreless, but the Bees knocking on the goal line right here. Chaffin's just going to keep it himself up the middle and get into the end zone. Touchdown Bees, Bronson Chaffin on a 1-yard run. Gets Upperman on the board first, 6-0. Austin Roberts on to attempt the PAT. And he gets it through the uprights, so 7-0. The Bees take a lead over the Warriors. 5:01 to go here in the first quarter. And with this breaking game, we're going to take this time to talk about some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Payless Family Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy that provides caring service for the entire family. Payless is located at 285 West Turntable Road in Sparta. Call 931-836-3187. Another one we have. The team at Tier 1 Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Institute is dedicated to providing the highest level of patient-centered care. As the first multi-specialty practice of its kind in the region, they offer a comprehensive array of treatment options at 5 state-of-the-art facilities throughout the Upper Cumberland region. Tier 1 Orthopedic Neurosurgical Institute is located at 105 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville or 423 Swell Drive in Sparta. So Roberts will kick it away again. Dow's back for the Warriors, going to have to respond after that 1-yard touchdown run from Bronson Chaffin.
Andrew, and these Bees were just getting up the field, and we definitely have to find a way to slow them down. That was just, anytime Bronson, obviously the star show, anytime he touched the ball, he at least got a first down.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out as Dow has a little bit of trouble fielding the kick. Makes a little bit out of nothing. But yeah, the DBs are going to have to find an answer for this game. Maybe drop into a little bit of zone coverage if they can't match up man-to-man downfield. But we'll see what the Warriors have on offense. Not a great return there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 21.
I don't think I'll be able to get used to this music playing every.
It's a little bit odd.
Our band was trying to get back at them. They did start playing.
Yeah,
so
that's what you need. If you can use it, got to take advantage of it. 1st and 10 Warriors. Pinion gives to Cole Sims up the middle. Sims going to dive forward for a few on the play. Called a gain of 2. Actually, they're going to move it up now. Gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 at the 24-yard line. Just under 4.5 to go in the 1st quarter. And the Warriors looking for an answer. If there's one thing you can't do playing in this stadium against this team, you cannot get down early. It's
near impossible to come back.
Yeah,
Andrew.
you cannot get down early in this stadium. Pinion gives Cole Sims again. Cole Sims breaks a few tackles, but then the entire Upperman defense there swarming to the ball. Not much of a gain on the play. Maybe a gain of about 1. It's going to be 3rd and 6, Warriors. Crucial 3rd down for the Warriors right here. You really need to pick this up and get some rhythm going on offense. Pinion going to drop back to pass. Wants to throw, but he can't, and he's sacked.
I'm seeing a flag, Andrew.
Colton Johnson gets him to the ground. There is a flag. For what might be holding, though. You never know. It is holding against the Warriors, so it'll be declined. It's a sack for the Bees defense, and Colton Johnson in 4th down and 11 for the Warriors. And they're going to have to punt on their own 20-yard line. So the Warriors going to have to find an answer. It's not on offense, got to find one on defense, possibly generate a turnover. Got to have something here. It's Phillips back deep to receive JoJo Dow's punt. Nearly blocked. Dow gets a booming punt away, though. Takes a neutral bounce just across midfield, so the Bees will take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. 2:22 to go in this 1st quarter.
I'm hoping Foster is came up with a great defensive strategy because this Bees Upperman's offense was really moving.
Yeah, they've got to make adjustments. And, the players talked about this. It's very doable to beat Upperman. A lot of times you just see teams lay down. They really give up before they've even started, but the message all week was keep your head high. Don't get flustered, and it's a 4-quarter game. Just because you get down early doesn't mean it's necessarily over. We'll see how they respond right here. Chaffin going to keep it himself to the wide side, trying to get to the edge. And he's wrestled down. Mark Spedding gets him after a gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 now, just across midfield at the 48-yard line. Mark Spedding, a key player for tonight's game. A key part of this defensive scheme they really have going.
Absolutely. Not only that, he's one of our few players out there that can take Bronxton down solo. You know, we're definitely having to use multiple bodies to take him down whenever he runs that ball, but it seems like Mark's doing a pretty good job doing it by himself.
2nd down and actually 6 here. Chaffin going to give it to Phillips up the middle, and Phillips is met in the hole immediately. What a tackle. Eli Smith. Nothing going. No gain. 3rd and 6. Bees now maybe lost a half yard. 3rd and 7. Bees now. And this will be a huge stop for this Warriors defense. But you know, if Upperman gets enough, you're looking at 4-down territory again, right around midfield to the 40. Chaffin drops back quick past the Fitz. And there was a flag before the play started. False start against Upperman.
Wow.
So it'll back them up 5. The play just ran, though. They had him stopped. Dow made a great tackle on Fitz. But this will help the Warriors out. 5-yard penalty. It'll be 3rd and 13 now. Chaffin stands in the pocket, drops back, looking, gonna scramble now. No one was there on the spy. Lowers his head into Dow. Great low tackle by Dow, but he is gonna have enough for the 1st down. Chaffin on a 14-yard quarterback keeper. And you know, they just didn't have a spy on him. I don't know if Rish was supposed to spy him right there. He looked a little bit out of position. So the Bees get a huge 3rd down pickup. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line now with 16 seconds to go here in the 1st quarter. They're going to line up, but you think they won't run another play. They aren't going to run another play. So the end of the 1st quarter. Upperman leads White County 7-0. We're going to take this time to talk about some more sponsors for tonight's game. Ed Rogers Valley Ford has been serving customers since 1987 and has been family owned and operated since 1994. Their team of professionals has learned many valuable lessons since then, and they can invite shoppers in the area over to experience the driver-centric way they conduct business. Whether you're a hobbyist looking for a powerful off-roading vehicle, a first-time buyer in search of a competitively priced option, or in the market for a family car loaded with safety features, Ed Rogers Valley Ford is an option in stock for you. Ed Rogers Valley Ford is located at 111 Auto Lane in Sparta. Call 931-738-2311. Ed Rogers Valley Ford in Sparta. Another one we have here. Lisa Yoder can be contacted at First Realty in Cookeville for all your real estate needs. She is a lifetime member of the $1 Million Club. Call 931-256-0444. So start of the 2nd quarter. The Bees have it 1st and 10 at the Warriors 40. And the Warriors desperately looking for a stop early on in this game. Bronson rolls to the right, looking for a receiver downfield, looking for Johnson, and he's got him, Colton Johnson. All the way down to the 5-yard line.
Tripod's a little stiff turning that way.
A little bit of problems for the tripods. There's kind of a building that way in the end zone. But regardless, a huge catch for Colton Johnson. And Upperman, just like that, has it 1st and goal again, knocking on the doorstep. Chaffin's going to give it to Phillips up the middle. Carmine Phillips is stacked up, no gain on the play. So 2nd and goal coming up.
Carmine Phillips on the carry. Short game. It's 2nd and goal, Bees.
We're just going to have to dig deep right here, see if they've got a stop in them. They're about at the 6-yard line. A little hard to see towards that end of the field, about the 6-yard line for 2nd and goal at the start of the 2nd quarter, down 7. 3 receivers to the left side of the screen for the Bees. Chaffin's alone in the pocket. He's going to look left and now keep it himself. And dives for the end zone. I don't think he got there, though. Just short of the goal line. Third down at about the 3-yard line.
It's third and goal.
Will be third down and goal for the Bees. So Warriors chance to get a stop right here and force the field goal. Jumbo set right now for the Bees. They've got an extra lineman and 2 extra tight ends in the game. Chaffin's going to keep it himself and dive and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Bees.
And that's a spare one, Rufus. Touchdown, Bees!
Roberts on to attempt the extra point for the Bees. Gets it through the upright, so the kick is good. Makes it 14-0 Upperman. With 10 minutes and 11 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Your score, Warriors 0.
So we'll talk about some more sponsors that we have for tonight's game. Payless Family Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy that provides caring service for the entire family. Payless is located at 285 West Turntable Road in Sparta. Call 931-836-3187. Another one we have. The team at Tier 1 Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Institute is dedicated to providing the highest level of patient-centered care. It's the first multi-specialty practice of its kind in the region. They offer a comprehensive array of treatment options at 5 state-of-the-art facilities throughout the Upper Cumberland region. Tier 1 Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Institute is located at 105 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville or 423 Swell Drive in Sparta. So we're going to have to see a response from the Warriors sooner rather than later. They find themselves down 14-0 on the road against Upperman. Early stages of the second quarters, it's going to be fielded and returned by Bryson Hogg. Bryson Hogg finds a little bit of room up the middle, all the way out to the 40-yard line. So a good return sets up good field position for the Warriors at the 40, and we'll see if they can capitalize off of this. Great field position. Already 2 rushing touchdowns for Chaffin tonight. He came into this game with 13 all-purpose touchdowns, so a touchdown machine. The Warriors knew that he was the guy, yet to stop him. So 1st and 10 Warriors. Indian handoff to Sims straight up the middle, and just no room along this defensive front for the Warriors. Going to bring up 2nd down and 11 now. You know, you wonder how many drives are going to go by until we start digging into that play sheet. It's been a lot of up the middle runs. We'll see if we go anything other than a run up the middle or option. And to Foster's credit, that has worked up until this point. But you're certainly going to have to mix it up and make some adjustments, find some weaknesses along this defense.
That's right, Andrew. I would just start trying things. You know, we know they added things. I pull one a little bit deeper from the bag.
Yeah.
Just to keep the Upperman defense guessing.
As I think the Warriors did call a timeout. Oh, Upperman actually called a timeout, so timeout Bees. But yeah, you know, you're on the road. It's cold. You're coming off of a bye week, and you find yourself down 14-0 with 9:20 to go in the second. You know, what do you think Foster's saying to his team right now over in that huddle?
Well, Foster always tells them to bring intensity, and he definitely tells them that it's 4 quarters. This game is 4 quarters, and not only that is, man, I wish I would have known what they were talking about. I wish I remembered what Eli Smith told me one time when they were down going into the second half, because not only that, we are definitely a second half team. We definitely put on a show in that second half. But I just know Foster's telling them that they stop letting them walk over y'all.
Yeah,
You know, I mean that's the simplest way I could put it.
Warriors are talented. They've got to tap into some of this talent and toughness and use it right here on this drive. Second down, they're going to give it to Sims. And Cole Sims just falling forward. He's going to get about 4 or 5 on the play. Call it 4, going to be 3rd down and 7 at the 44-yard line. So another 3rd down for the Warriors. And you really need to convert this one.
It's 3rd down.
8:49 to go in the second quarter. As we're seeing a different formation right here, we've got 4 people, 3 stacked in the backfield. As Pinion has trouble with the handoff, so he's just gonna have to keep it himself. Makes a last-second pitch to JoJo. Dangerous play.
Fumble on the play, recovered by White County.
Dow recovers it, but just disaster for the Warriors, and they're gonna have to punt it away again. So before the play I was talking, you have Pinion under center, and then Lex line down, and then Sims, and then Dow. So a 4-man kind of stack along that backfield, and it was just a mishandled snap and a busted play there for the Warriors. So Dow now to punt it away to Phillips. Phillips is going to return it and brought down Bryson Hogg. Amazing tackle, maybe a loss on the return for Phillips. So the Bees will take over 1st and 10 at the 24 now. Up 14-0 with 7:50 to go in the second quarter. So here's where you're going to start seeing you got to make some adjustments. If you're this Warriors defense, you've got to make some adjustments to stop this offense. They've just been moving the ball at will.
Problem is, Andrew, every time that we have good pass coverage, Bronxton's ability to find the hole and just scramble himself is just something else.
You almost have to have 2 QB spies on him, but there's just not enough players on the field to do that. So it's just up to you making the play. Really hard as they give it to Carmine Phillips up the middle, and Phillips finds a hole and uses that breakaway speed. Carmine Phillips, very speedy back. No one will catch him in open space. Gain of 15, 1st and 10 for the Bees up to the 40-yard line. As I'm a little bit concerned for the battery life of the iPad, already halfway down. I was wondering if the cold may be affecting that.
We also have like the brightness down really low.
So hopefully this battery lasts, and hopefully the Warriors can make it worth lasting for us. Chaffin tosses it out wide to Phillips, and Carmine Phillips gets another 9 on the play. Second and 1 for the Bees all the way up to the Warriors' 47-yard line. Still looks like a man look from this Warriors defense. Chaffin rolling to the right, going deep down the field. Elijah Fitz is all along, and it's complete. Fitz into the end zone. Touchdown, Bees.
There's a flag, Andrew.
There is a flag on the play.
Dolly's tripod will not turn the other way.
So we'll check the flag. Sideline warning against the Bees. The result of the play is a touchdown. So Chaffin with a 60-yard touchdown pass to Fitz. And just like that, the Bees are up 20-0.
They have a lot of fireworks, Andrew.
Do have a lot of fireworks. I wonder how many touchdowns they prepared for tonight, as Roberts will come on again to kick the extra point. Kick splits the uprights. So Upperman takes a 21-0 lead with 6:23 to go in the half. And at this break in action, we'll talk about some more of our sponsors for tonight's game. Ed Rogers Valley Ford has been serving customers since 1987 and has been family owned and operated since 1994. Their team of professionals has learned many valuable lessons since then, and they invite shoppers in the area over to experience the driver-centric way they conduct business. Whether you're a hobbyist looking for a powerful off-roading vehicle, a first-time buyer in search of a competitively priced option, or you're in the market for a family car loaded with safety features, Ed Rogers Valley Ford is an option in stock for you. Ed Rogers Valley Ford is located at 111 Auto Lane in Sparta. Call 931-738-2331. Number one we have tonight, Lisa Yoder can be contacted at First Realty in Cookeville for all your real estate needs. She's a lifetime member of the $1 Million Club. Call 931-256-0444.
My bad.
So yeah, new tripod tonight, Dagan.
Yeah, it's something else.
Certainly.
I just
Learned how
don't
to
think
use
we.
it.
Yeah, I was just saying, I just don't think we know how to use it.
Yeah. Deep kick this time for the Warriors. Dow's going to field it, and he'll get a chance to return it. Maybe some life off the kickoff return. Dow bounces it to the outside. Got some room along the edge. Lowers his head. So again, a return up to about the 40-yard line. All the way up to the 43. So the Warriors get it 1st and 10. You know, a couple 3-and-outs here for the Warriors after that first drive looked very promising. The fumble. And since the fumble, it's been all downhill for the Warriors. As they find themselves down 21 with 6 minutes to go in the second. They're gonna have to answer sooner rather than later. Pinion, another lob snap to the backfield as Sims just gets a yard, maybe if even up the middle. So snap certainly looking like a little bit of a problem early for the Warriors. They'll give them about 1 on the play, 2nd and 9. Maybe a half yard. Ball's at the 45-yard line of the Warriors right now. Upperman defense been very stout. There's nothing going for the Warriors up the middle at all. Got a couple of big 260-pound defensive linemen. This again, Cole Sims straight up the middle and just no real estate. Maybe 2 on the play, 3rd down and 7. Ball up to the 47-yard line now. Clock keeps ticking, 5:10 to go in the second quarter. They're playing B noise over the intercom. A little odd here. 3rd down. Pinion drops back. He's passed over the middle, overthrew Hogg. So incomplete, and the Warriors will send on the punt unit again. Fourth and 7 now. No, I'm a little shocked right now, Dagan. I did not expect for it to start like this.
Neither did I, Andrew.
Low snap again for Dow, nearly blocked again. A nice punt though, fielded by Phillips. at the 25-yard line. So the Upperman offense will come back out with a 21-point lead. And you know, right now you've got to play with that same intensity if you're the Warriors. You can't give up this early into the game. I mean, I know you're down 21, but you can't give up this early into the game. You've got to buckle up right here on defense and get something going for your offense. Maybe a turnover, just anything to give the Warriors a little spark right now. It's playing a little flat. You know, the bye week was last week. So it's been 2 weeks since we've seen any action on the field for the Warriors. Chaffin gets his intended receiver block over the middle. Pick up a 14 on the play, another first down for the Bees.
I believe I just heard a DJ Khaled ad-lib.
They're pulling out all the...
I wonder what their soundboard's looking like right now.
yeah, it's probably very interesting. We'll definitely hear some crazy stuff in the second
labeled
half.
is like DJ Khaled, Bees.
Yeah. First and 10 now. Chaffin looking to pass again, rolling out of the pocket, being chased by Lex. He's going to scramble. Good tackle by Austin Bianchi on the play.
Chaffin on the carry. And that's another Gentry Power Equipment first down.
But it's another first down for the Bees. Right at midfield, ball laying right on the 50-yard line. Actually, correction, that was Maddox Pratt with the tackle. So a little bit of a death piece going in there for the Warriors. So you wonder if one of the linebackers are hurt. I don't see, or maybe just running more linebackers. Got 4 linebackers on the field right now for the Warriors. Chaffin's going to keep it himself. Gets to the edge. And pushed out of bounds. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. Going to be second down and 7 for the Bees. The clock winding down, approaching 3 minutes to go in the second half. So the Bees right here, they're just going to try to keep it and score going right into half. Take a 4-score lead going into halftime. The Warriors got to come up with an answer. Chaffin going to give to Phillips straight up the middle. He'll get about 3 on the play. We'll see where the official spots it, right around the 45-yard line. It is going to bring up third down, though, for the Warriors. So a chance to do something positive here.
It's 3rd and 6, Bees.
Third and 6 for the Bees at the 46. Warriors need a stop. Chaffin looking quick past the block. He's got it complete. Gunner block with the catch, and it is enough for a first down. Gain of 8 on the play. You know, he is little, but he's got some good hands to be 5'5", 125. Not letting his height or size stop him from contributing to the Bees offense tonight. So 1st and 10 Bees. 1:59 to go in the second quarter now. Chaffin alone in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. And Chaffin has some room along the right. Pushed out of bounds by Rich.
Chaffin on the carry. Right out of bounds. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 for the Bees after the quarterback keeper by Chaffin. The clock stops at 1:47 because he ran out of bounds. Chaffin lone man in the backfield again. Quick pass out wide to Phillips, and Carmine Phillips spins out of Kavanaugh's tackle and gets across the first down marker. There's a flag, though, on the field. There's a block in the back against the Bees. So that'll back them up and be a replay of 2nd down. A little bit of positive news for the Warriors there. There's a 10-yard penalty to push them all the way back and be 2nd and 14. So if you're the Warriors, you have to take advantage of this right here. Backing them up back to the 40 now. Out of field goal range. Is the tripod getting a little stuck? It's not moving. Chaffin drops back to pass. Going deep, looking for Fitz again. And Fitz catches it. Touchdown, Bees. 40-yard passing touchdown. Elijah Fitz is 2nd. Fitz has got 2 touchdowns and 100 yards receiving on the night. So 27-0 now. The tripod just won't move.
Andrew, I'm still very curious how many fireworks they have. They still set them off.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 touchdowns in the first half. Roberts will come in to attempt the extra point. And kick is good, so 28-0 your score with 1:29 to go. And the Bees get the ball to start the 2nd half.
And with 1 minute and 29 seconds left in the half, your score, Warriors.
So you've got that camera slanted now somehow. I don't know how we've done that. We're going to fix this at halftime. But, you know, just shock for this Warriors team to do what you've done all season, beating Tullahoma and Cookeville and Macon County, to come in here and feel like you've had the best chance you've had in years, and now you find yourself down 28-0 right before the 2nd half, or the 2nd quarter. So Dow, actually Hogg now back deep to receive. As the Bees have Roberts on to kick. He is their kind of shorter kicker, and the Warriors playing for that. They've got a lot of men up front, and they are going to pooch one towards the sidelines right at Sims. Sims botches the field. And a short return going to set the Warriors up right at the 30-yard line. So we'll see this Warriors offense come out again. Down 28. We'll see if they can respond. So again, with that 4-3 back formation, sort of a pistol look for the Warriors, and a late player runs on, Spedding. Gives it Sims up the middle, trying to find a little bit of room. Gonna get about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 now for the Warriors. Actually, call it 4, 2nd and 6. Clock certainly going to be a problem, though. Under a minute to go now in the second. And certainly going to have to start passing the ball a little bit. You can't run, not enough time, as they're in that same formation. They're going to hand it off again to Sims, and Sims finds a little bit of room. Stops short of the third down, and the Warriors kind of just going slow here. 37 seconds left to go. Still running to 30. They're not going to use any timeouts. So sort of looking like the Warriors just trying to take it into half. Don't know if that's the move, though. Down 28, you would certainly want to see them be a little bit of aggressive, try to pass a little bit to get back in this game. I mean, turnover wouldn't hurt them the most at this point. They're going to hand it to Dow this time. JoJo Dow finds a little bit of room. 2 seconds to go, 1, and that is the end of the first half. So the Warriors trail 28-0. The end of the first, and Dagan, we'll have to see if they can come up with the response.
I still do believe, Andrew, we are definitely a second half team, and that's something that I believe we put pride in, to be able to bounce back in that second half. And I wouldn't put it past us right now. I say anything's possible with this Warrior team. We have something special out there, Andrew. And they may have not been able to show it right now, but I do believe they can in that second half.
It is going to have to be an inspired second half performance. But no, a bright thing to look forward to. The band about to perform here. Please welcome to the field the 2025 White County High School Warrior Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Roger Mills, assisted by Dr. Brian Amaral, Donnell Matthews, and Chris Mills, and student teacher Ryan Fields. Tonight, the band will be performing music from 007. The band will perform the James Bond theme, Die Another Day, Skyfall, Live and Let Die, and For Your Eyes Only. Percussion instructor is Eric Madden. The color guard instructor is Lacey Bugard. Drum major is Skylar Green. The field commander is Maddie Hammock. Drumline captain, Sammy Rose. The color guard captains are Addie King, Destiny Hines. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the White County High School Warrior Marching Band. So we are going to take a break, watch the halftime performance, and then we will be back before the second half starts. Or actually, right before they're having a little field goal competition. And not even close.
It's a little cold
from
out.
the fan, yeah.
It's a little cold out.
Not a very good attempt, kind of zero effort.
Yeah.
I thought the band was coming out.
The PJ costume is going to put some effort behind it.
Yep. Looks like a little chicken outfit.
I think it's Bucky's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe. I think I saw him earlier. That was a little bit more effort.
Ooh, just right. Almost hit a band member.
Yeah. No, Andrew, I'm inspired to be a kicker for a high school team. I mean, it didn't go through, but I could hit a 25er.
Yeah, I mean, had a nice leg. So now the Warriors band will perform. We'll step away, fix this tilted camera view, and be back for the second half. We are back now for the start of the second half. And, you know, Dagan, I hope there was a good halftime speech because we're going to need it tonight.
Foster's pretty good at him, Andrew.
Foster's pretty
How
good.
well? It'll be proven right here.
We're going to need a Kirby Smart level of a halftime speech and adjustment. Down 28. There's always a way, though. They scored 28 and a half. We can score 28 and a half. They held us to 0. We can hold them to 0. You never know. 2 more quarters. And the iPad we are currently streaming on is losing battery at an unusual rate.
Yeah.
We'll say it is at 35% right now. Started the night when we went live, it was at 94
Yeah.
after we got everything done setting up. So we are dual streaming tonight. Don't know if that might be the cause for it. But just a heads up on that as we get later into the game, we'll see we've got the low battery mode. We'll switch on and hopefully it will last through the end of this game. So the Warriors will have to kick it off to start the second half.
Back deep for the Bees, number 3, Fitz.
Fitz is back deep for the Bees. Skeeth booms a kick. It is going to be returned by Fitz from about the 3. Fitz is wrestled down. After a short return, a late flag comes in, really late.
Flag on the play.
We'll see what the officials call. It is getting very cold outside right now, Dagan.
Yeah.
48 degrees. The temperature currently, and there's a personal foul against the Warriors, face mask. So they got Fitz down, but not without a face mask. And the Bees will start 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. So Chaffin and this Bees offense takes over to start the third quarter with a 28-point lead. Chaffin going to give to Phillips. Carmine Phillips trying to find the edge and gets to it. Stiff arms Hogg, or Kavanaugh rather. And eventually pushed out of bounds by Hogg. Going to be right around the first down marker is enough for a first down. So an 11-yard run for Phillips.
Also, Andrew, Eli Smith got injured. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but that is horrible news, especially for me.
That's why we saw
And-
Pratt in
right.
the game. We said that.
Yeah, we were curious on why he was in there, but that was the reason why. Is taking place of Eli Smith. They're similar stature,
Yep.
but Eli Smith is a big role on both sides of her team.
It was a huge loss for the Warriors. Chaffin swings one out to his intended receiver, Taylor, or Porath rather. Porath right around the first down marker again.
After the play, it's 2nd and short.
Second and 1, 2nd and inches actually, right at midfield. Warriors desperately searching for any sign of momentum. It's been all Upperman so far in the game. On 2nd down, Chaffin's going to swing out wide to Colton Johnson, and they don't believe Colton Johnson was ever down. And so it's going to be a big gain on the play. I thought he was down, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess he never.
We may not have the best angle.
Guess he
on
land,
it.
I think
Yeah.
he landed on JoJo, and is nothing ever touched beside maybe a hand. So first down, a huge chunk play for the Bees on 2nd and short. Chaffin's in the shotgun. Phillips comes in motion. Chaffin's going to keep it himself, and nothing going there for Bronson Chaffin. First run of the night, he's virtually been stuffed at the line. No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. For the Bees. Chaffin fakes a toss, rolling out to the right, looking for a man. He's pressured, still looking for a receiver, eludes and just slings one out and doesn't get it. Incomplete pass. Chaffin, once roughing the passer, not going to get it. So just throws it away over the middle, a dangerous pass. Warriors could have had a chance to pick that one off if they had a man in that area. So 3rd down now and 10 for the Warriors, the best situation they've been in all night on defense. There's 9:47 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Chaffin rolling to his right. Block has to come back to the ball and makes the diving attempt. Gunner block. Pickup of about 7. 4th down now and about 4, maybe getting a 3. 6. 4th down and 4 for the Bees. And they're going to go for it here. So a big opportunity for the Warriors. If they're going to start this comeback, they've got to get a stop right here. Chaffin has 3 receivers split out wide. Chaffin's going to roll that way and then sling out wide. He's got Phillips, and Phillips gets to the line. 1st down for the Bees. Warriors had a chance at him, just couldn't get him down. And 1st down for the Bees, all the way up at what I believe is the 15-yard line now. The Bees knocking on the doorstep again, threatening. Looking to go up even more than they already are. It'd be 5 scores if they scored again. Chaffin running on the right side all the way down to the 5-yard line. Bryson Hogg eventually gets him tackled. It is enough for a 1st down though, so now 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for the Bees. Quickly in position to score again coming out of halftime. 8:30 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Chaffin gives to Phillips along the right side. Carmine Phillips right around the goal line. We really have an obstructed view, can't see, but it is a touchdown for the Bees, as sort of a building in the way right there, so you couldn't really see that one. It's just the setup we're running here tonight. It's what they gave us. We're fortunate to have this, but touchdown for the Bees. So that's going to make it 34-0 now. And Roberts is on to attempt the PAT once again. And a false start. Carter Rich tried to jump it. And mistimed it up.
It's all right. He's still bringing that intensity.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
So they'll move the ball half the distance closer and try again. Roberts' kick is up and good. Carter Rich laid out for it. Couldn't get to it. So the Bees take a 35-0 lead. They have scored on all 5 drives of the night.
Your score, Warriors 0, Bees 35.
The camera leaning again. I have no idea.
At this rate, I don't know how much we can do to help it.
So the Warriors offense will get their first chance in the third quarter. Before that, we'll take some time to talk about some more sponsors for tonight's game. Payless Family Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy that provides caring service for the entire family. Payless is located at 285 West Turntable Road in Sparta. Call 931-836-3187. So the Bees come out to kick it away. Dowell's back deep for the Warriors.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Erica Poe, please come to the press box. Erica Poe, please come to the press box.
Booming kick. Going to be fielded by Dowell. JoJo Dowell finds some room up the middle. All the way up to the 40 again. So 3 very solid returns for the Warriors. Good field position again for this offense. We'll see what plays we have coming out of the half.
After the play, it's first
7:27 to go in the third quarter when the Warriors take over. 1st and 10, 3-back formation. Gonna give it to Sims along the line. And he's gonna dive forward for a gain of about 3. 2nd and 7.
after the run up the middle.
So this Warriors offense, they're certainly gonna have to start generating some explosive plays, you know, kind of against the clock, down 5 scores. Nearing the halfway point of the third quarter. Pinion tosses this time to Dowell. JoJo Dowell gets downhill. He's going to be about 2 yards short of the line to gain, so 3rd down and 2 for the Warriors. And from here on out, I would probably say it's 4-down territory. You've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If it's close, go for it. If you're the Warriors.
Third down.
Sims straight up the middle. Ball pops out, and it's recovered by Block. Just disaster here tonight for the Warriors. So Upperman will take over 1st and 10 at midfield. With a 35-point lead. 5:31 now to go in this third quarter. Chaffin in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Gonna fake the pitch and keep it himself up the middle. Chaffin dancing around, eventually tripped up. Gain of about 4, 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6. Erica Poe, please come to the press box. Erica Poe, please come to the press box.
So So 2nd down and 6, ball at about the 47-yard line. And at this point, it's kind of just about pride for the Warriors, just playing for your pride, down 35. Chaffin gonna fake the handoff, looking over the middle behind his intended receiver, Johnson. So Chaffin off target there. He's been on target the rest of the night, though. You know, those 2 passing touchdowns to Fitz. Fitz has 2 receiving touchdowns and 100 yards to go along with that. It's 3rd down now. And 6, a long 6, 3rd down and a long 6 for the Bees. Chaffin looking, he's got block, and it's incomplete. Gunner block can't haul it in. Pass was just a little bit over his head. So 4th down for the first time tonight for the Bees, and they are going to send the punt unit on. So the Warriors get their first stop of the night. With 3:16 to go in the 3rd, the Bees will punt it away. Phillips on to punt it away for the Bees. Hogg's going to drop back deep for the Warriors. Warriors just staying in that defensive look, not even looking to rush it. Hogg signals to get away from it. It bounces all the way down and out of bounds at the 10-yard line, so the Warriors will take over 1st and 10 at their own 10. As the iPad percentage nearing 20%, it's at 22% right now. So it's lasted, I think we'll make it through.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It'll be close.
It'll be really close.
We'll give updates on that.
And certainly maybe the dual stream having something to do with that. Maybe the cold too.
There's a lot of factors that could have played in that.
Different than the first few times. So we've had plenty of batteries. Pinion fumbles the ball again. Block recovers it. So not even being touched. The ball slips out of his hands and Upperman recovers it at about the 6-yard line. Gunner blocks 2nd fumble recovery. And that ball just slipped out of Pinion's hands, and the cold certainly a factor right now. You can't feel your hands, less control.
Andrew, if this game wasn't already out of our hands, I believe that would have been the dagger right there.
Yeah, the Upperman has the ball now, the 6-yard line. Up 5 scores, 35-0. There is 1:20 to go now in this 3rd quarter. The Bees will take over 1st and goal. Chaffin, low man in the backfield, is just going to keep it himself up the middle and get about 2 or 3 on the play. 2nd down and goal.
Chaffin on the carry up the middle. Brings up 2nd and goal, Bees. In the McDaniel and West Payne red zone.
Clock still winding. 30 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter. And what's been dominated by the Bees again. And they're on the doorstep again. 2nd down. Chaffin keeps it himself rolling right. Fumbles the ball, and Hogg hops on it. So the Warriors get a fumble recovery. And they just played a sound effect. Wow.
That
is terrible. So the Warriors get the fumble recovery, 1st down and 10 now for the Warriors. So Chaffin has a fumble of his own. That's the 2nd fumble that they haven't really been touched. The quarterbacks haven't really been touched.
It is getting cold out, Andrew.
It is getting cold. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's 35-0, and we're going to talk about all the sponsors for tonight's game. Oh, not that one yet. The team at Tier 1 Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Institute is dedicated to providing the highest level of patient-centered care. As the first multi-specialty practice of its kind in the region, they offer a comprehensive array of treatment options at 5 state-of-the-art facilities throughout the Upper Cumberland region. Tier 1 Orthopedic and Neurosurgical Institute is located at 105 South Willow Avenue in Cookeville or 423 Sewell Drive in Sparta. Another one we have for you. Ed Rogers Valley Ford has been serving customers since 1987 and has been family owned and operated since 1994. Their team of professionals has learned many valuable lessons since then, and they invite shoppers in the area over to experience the driver-centric way they conduct business. Whether you're a hobbyist looking for a powerful off-roading vehicle, a first-time buyer in search of a competitively priced option, or you're in the market for a family car loaded with safety features, Ed Rogers Valley Ford has an option in stock for you. Ed Rogers Valley Ford is located at 111 Auto Lane in Sparta. Call 931-738-2311. Ed Rogers in Sparta. So Warriors will have it. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line, looking to produce some points. Pinion gives Sims straight up the middle. Short gain on the play, pick up of about 3, 2nd down and 7. Like to see the Warriors open up a little bit of the pass game maybe. On the ground has not worked. Pinion keeps it himself actually this time, and he's just met immediately in the backfield. Right about at the original line of scrimmage, so 3rd down and 10 now for the Warriors at their own 15. And I mean, we just never got going tonight, and it's looking like we're not going to get going. Just a dominant performance by the Bees coming off the bye week. Certainly did not expect this. After how competitive the Warriors looked the whole season leading up to this. Pinion's going to keep himself straight up the middle and just swallowed. No room for Pinion up the middle. And here comes the punt team for the Warriors. 4th and 10. So Dow again on to punt away for the Warriors. Phillips is back deep for the Bees. This will be the best field position all night for the Bees. Maybe not actually. Dow with a booming kick, and it is going to roll all the way to the Upperman 40. So a great kick by JoJo Dow. And the Bees will take over 1st and 10 at their own 40. And I got to tell you, Dagan, it is freezing right now.
Yeah.
Very cold. Here's another soundboard.
Yeah. It's also
feature
like
by the Bees.
Where we're set up, I believe there's like a nice little breeze. And
Yeah,
it's just not
up top,
doing well.
outside.
And I'm feeling my knee surgery from 3 months ago. It's like
Just a rough night
Yeah, it's a rough
if you're a
night
Warriors
all in all.
fan all around. So the Bees are back on the field, 1st and 10. Chaffin drops back in the pocket, slings one deep to Fitz. Overthrew him out of bounds. Elijah Fitz couldn't come down with it. JoJo Dow in coverage for the Warriors. Good defensive rep there from Dow. You know, at this point, you're just wanting to win some little things if you're the Warriors. It's not looking like a comeback is very probable at this point. 8 minutes, 40 seconds to go, 4th quarter. You're down 5 scores, so you need to just have some moral wins. You need to set up, get back on track. You need to end positive and start looking forward to Stone Memorial. They can still beat Stone Memorial and have a guaranteed playoff game at home, as this time it's Phillips up the middle. Not much going at all for him. But, you know, if you're the Warriors, you have Stone Memorial on the road next week, the night before Halloween. That is going to be the biggest game of the year for them. You know, tonight was the biggest game. Now that is the biggest game because you win that game and it's a guaranteed home playoff game.
Which is just so crucial,
yeah,
Andrew.
Certainly want one of those.
I want one. It's pretty fun having those home games.
It's in the rankings. Stone Memorial is one above us at 2 behind Upperman, so that'll be a very even matchup. Chaffin rolling to his right. Gonna check it down to Block. Gunnar Block has enough for the first down and more. Puts a move on the defender and eventually wrestled out of bounds. Enough for a first down for the Bees. 7:23 to go now in the fourth. More music that we haven't heard all night coming out.
I think they may have an endless soundboard and endless fireworks.
Yep.
Those are two things that I don't know who their supplier is, but for those fireworks, but they're making money.
So I think the game clock operator is on our side right now. He's letting it run even though the ball's been out of bounds.
Yeah.
The clock's still running now below 7 minutes. Just need to get this one over here and look ahead to Stone and get ready for that matchup. And make sure you come out of here injury-free. You don't want to have a late injury.
Absolutely, and hopefully Eli Smith is doing all right.
The gain of about 5 there for Phillips. Second down and 5. Bees at the 39. All the starters still in for the Bees right now. Same for the Warriors. Chaffin gonna keep it. Quick pass out wide. All the way up to the 20-yard line. So another first down for the Bees. First down all the way up to the 20. They'll spot it officially at the 21-yard line. Bees threatening to score again. Clock still rolling, 5.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Good news, the iPads are gonna make it.
Yeah.
Chaffin sends Phillips in motion, gonna keep it himself up the middle.
Chaffin on the quarterback keeper.
A little bit of a scuffle. There's hopefully fight doesn't break out. It could be a little emotional between these two teams every time they meet. The referees got to do a good job at keeping that in check. Second down and 6 for the Bees after a 4-yard keeper from Chaffin. Phillips in motion again. Chaffin's just going to keep it himself. Last second pitches out wide to Gunnar Block. And Block is brought down, but not before a first down for the Bees. Inside the 10-yard line, it's going to be first and goal for the Bees. Just under 4 minutes to go now in this fourth quarter. Chaffin Lone man in the backfield, no bag. This time Phillips comes in motion again, and they're going to give it to him finally. And Carmine Phillips trying to find the outside. Won't get there. Great tackle by the freshman, Tristan Kavanaugh. It's hard to tackle Phillips in open field, and the freshman gets it done there. So 2nd and goal for the Bees. Having to move around a little bit right now. The cold is starting to set in.
I think hot hands would have done wonders tonight, Andrew.
Yeah, you know, maybe they make those for your shoes. I think they do.
Yeah,
I
but
think
you
they
could
do.
put them in your shoe, right?
Yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
maybe a little uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but I do think they make them for your shoe as well.
Chaffin keeps up the middle, bounces it to the outside. Not going to get there. So 3rd and goal now for the Bees. They're running all this clock out. 2.5 to go in the game. Bees just taking their sweet time. You know, we might start running some ads in between the snap because they're using all 40 seconds. Phillips straight up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown Bees, to put the exclamation mark on a very dominant performance. They got more fireworks somehow. (41-0) now your score. Roberts on to make it 42. Roberts splits the uprights 42-0. We're going to take this break to run some more of our sponsors for tonight's game. Lisa Yoder can be contacted at First Realty in Cookeville for all your real estate needs. She is a lifetime member of the $1 Million Club. Call 931-256-0444. Another sponsor for tonight's game, Payless Family Pharmacy is a full-service pharmacy that provides caring service for the entire family. Payless is located at 285 West Turntable Road in Sparta. Call 931-836-3187. So the Bees will kick it off again after the score by Phillips. 1:25 to go in the game. So looking ahead the next week, the Warriors will have Stone Memorial on the road. It'll be a Thursday night game where you'll be with us on that Thursday night for the Warriors to get their chance at Stone Memorial and look to get closer to hosting that home playoff game. It'll be a tough one. It'll be cold again. So the Warriors are just going to have to put this one behind them and get ready for next week and not let this outcome determine the next one, as Hogg returns that one up to the 35.
I think this Warrior team, they don't struggle to bounce back. Obviously, they lost one game, their very first game, and then they just went on a, what would have been 6-game streak?
Yeah, they won 6 straight after losing their first. So we'll see how they respond to this loss. As Upperman calls a timeout, we'll run another sponsor for you here tonight. If I can get the sheet. Ed Rogers Valley Ford has been serving customers since 1987 and has been family owned and operated since 1994. Their team of professionals has learned many valuable lessons since then, and they invite shoppers in the area over to experience the driver-centric way they conduct business. Whether you're a hobbyist looking for a powerful off-roading vehicle, a first-time buyer in search of a competitively priced option, or in the market for a family car loaded with safety features, Ed Rogers Valley Ford is an option in stock for you. Ed Rogers Valley Ford is located at 111 Auto Lane in Sparta. Call 931-738-2311. So a minute and a half to go in this game. The timeout for some reason by the Bees. Pinions under center. Gonna give it to Lex. Straight up the middle, Lex Winfrey barreling along. He's got 5 on the play.
Glad to see Lex get a couple more rushing yards in this blowout of a game.
They have 40 seconds now to go on the clock. They'll need one more play to end it. His legs probably get one more carry here. They'll send Dow in motion actually this time and give it to Dow. JoJo Dow making a little bit happen. Brought down, he's got enough for a first down. Clock still ticking, 20 seconds to go in the 4th. And it looks like the Warriors just gonna let this one run down. So your final score tonight in Baxter, 42-0 in favor of the Bees. The Warriors will be on the road next Friday, or next Thursday night actually, the night before Halloween, to play Stone Memorial. And they'll certainly be looking to bounce back. For now though, it's me and Dagan saying so long.